Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dark Souls. In our last episode, we went ahead and defeated the Taurus demon, and found this ladder shortcut to allow us to bypass that part of the burg. Oh, is that guy looking at us? No, we're good. Stop trying to interrupt our filming, buddy. So, with this ladder, we'll be able to get up underneath the bridge we saw with the dragon and get around behind it. We also went ahead and leveled up using the souls that we found. We are now soul level 19. There's our stats so you can see them. And you'll notice that I have 0 souls down in the bottom right hand corner. This is kind of a cheat. I started filming this episode earlier and was doing awful. Just terrible. Dying in places I shouldn't, just mumbling to myself. So I'm reshooting it. So when we get to the point where you see my souls, don't worry, I'm not cheating you folks. I haven't seen anything really. I just wanted to tell you. So let's head up this ladder. And this will take us back to that little room underneath the bridge. There we go. So up here is the bridge with the dragon. Whoa! And if we run up there... Oh, there he goes. See him there? If we run up here and make him angry... If we run up here and make him angry... There he goes. He'll spit fire on the bridge and actually kill all of the hollows there. Now if you want, you can do a little circuit where you run down to the bonfire, run up there, run down to the bonfire. It's an easy 500 souls every time. Whether or not it's worth your time, that's hard to say. So we'll heal up from the fire, but as you can see, it's difficult to get through. Now, if you want, you can take a ranged weapon, like the bow, and if you shoot him, and hit him with physical damage, he'll actually come down. Oh, we need out of that view. And he'll land right above you here. And you can fight him. Hear him skulking around up there now. He's looking for a fight. If you run away and don't fight him, he will fly back to his perch. I've seen people fight him before. I'm not going to do it. Not something I'm really interested in doing. The other thing you can do, though, is if you come down here, see his tail? We can actually take a bow, shoot him in the tail. Let's see if we can aim this right. There we go. He'll fly down, cause a big ruckus. If you do this a bunch of times, you can actually shoot his tail off if you'd like to. If you shoot off his tail, you will cause him to drop the Drake Sword. The Drake Sword is one of the 2 dragon swords. There's the Drake Sword and then the Dragon Great Sword. What they are is they don't scale, but they have a huge damage to start with. So if you want a good starting weapon, you kind of can get to here, get that, and it'll carry you through about half the game maybe. Again, the downside to it is it doesn't scale with your stats, so as you level up more and more, you will not find your sword getting stronger and stronger. It can also be good for some builds, like magic builds that just don't build stats that increase their weapon, so be aware that that's there. But we're going to actually go under the bridge, kill this little guy. He has a buddy. Watch out for this dude. Come on, yo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. There we go. Killing him can be a pain. And inside of here are some rats. Now watch out for the rats. They cause poison. If they hit you, they will even cause the poison through a shield. So just be careful. You can see they're one hit and we're halfway to poisoned. Just be careful they don't get you a whole bunch. If they do and you do get poisoned, just remember, take it slow. If you're low on health, you can run back to the bonfire. It's not very far if somehow you're out of Estus or healing items. But right around this corner is this staircase. And probably my souls from earlier. Hey, look, there they are. There we go, we recovered. So, right here is a gate that we can't get through. And right over there, that's the bridge the dragon is guarding. We just can't get there yet. If we want to, we're going to have to go around. So, we could go up this tower, and there's another Black Knight up there, but fighting him at the top of the tower and right here is kind of difficult. He's easier to fight in this big room. There's also a bonfire right there, so if things go horribly wrong, you can rest at the bonfire and reset him. That's where we're going to fight him. So we're not going to fight him yet. Instead, oh, hey, buddy. We are getting framey today. Woo! All right, instead, we're going to go this way. We're going to fight that big, scary pig dude. But first, we need to narrow down his entourage. There's just too many of them. So let's go ahead, use our bow, aim really poorly, try again. There we go. And we're just going to draw some of these enemies out just so we don't have to worry about them later. This is the main thing I use the bow for. I don't use it to cause damage. I don't use it to kill things very often. We don't do a lot of damage with our bow, but it is perfect for this. And why fight multiple guys if you don't have to? Now, something else I want to point out, and I don't know if it'll happen here, we'll see. If you look behind the pig there, you will see a portcullis. And there is a lever on the other side of that portcullis. When we run in here and start fighting, one of the undead is actually going to run over and close that. If you're fast enough, you can run from here past everybody and dive under it before it drops and actually open it back up and save yourself a shortcut from having to go around. We're not going to do that because we're not that good. But be aware there is a way you can do that there. Let's see if there's anybody else we can kind of draw out. Let's see. Somebody else right there. You can see their phantom is doing the same thing we are. Come on, buddy. Did he get stuck on the pig? What happened there? He did. He's kind of permanently walking into the pig. Come on, dude. Oh, that was the pig. We hit the pig. Oh! So the nice thing about the pig, well, not nice thing, but he leashes back to his starting position, so it's easy to draw him out, get behind him, and you can hit him in the butt to do damage. You can see he has that one little unarmored patch. So let's get behind him. Get a stab in. It may feel like cheating, but this is Dark Souls, folks, and the game is mean. So if you have to be mean to the game, go for it. There we go. 750 souls. He does not respawn. Sometimes he'll drop a really cool helmet as well. It's got cool boar tusks and everything on it. We didn't get it this time. Kind of sad. Kind of wish we did. Now there's a bunch of more guys around these corners, so we just want to be careful. See that guy there? Sneaking up on us already. Kind of draw him out. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. This is going to be a real exciting episode of me slowly trying to bait enemies out. There we go. I wonder if I don't remember who the guy is that runs to close the gate. I wonder if we can get the guy to come here. Maybe it's him? And kill him instead of having him close it. I've never tried that before. Come on. Alright, I think if we get up here, two guys with crossbows there. Ah. I could try and make the run, but I'm not going to. I'd rather show you the normal way to do this, which is to come up here. Watch out, because there is another ledge you can fall off, and there's these dirty guys with crossbows shooting at you the whole time. Alright, that should make that easier. Kind of get back down here, heal up real quick. Now that we have arrows sticking out of our face, that's better. Sloppy play is the best kind of play. Usually, that fella has run over and closed that gate. I think. Or I could be misremembering Dark Souls, because it is Dark Souls, and it is difficult. Well, let's head down. We've killed everybody. See what's happening down here, folks. Keep our shield up. Yeah. So normally a guy right here, I think it's the guy we shot, runs back and pulls this portcullis closed. We'll talk about that key in just a second. He pulls this lever. Which locks you out from here, and you have to go around. But this time he didn't. So we'll go ahead and pull the lever. Interesting. But be aware, you can get through here and stop him from pulling that lever. The way you would normally go, though, and the way we're going to go, is right down here. Because we are going to run into... Where are you going, buddy? A bunch of dudes, apparently. Go ahead and take care of these guys. Sorry if I go a little bit quiet. I'm just a little unsure about where I'm at. It's been a long time since I've been in here. Oh, these guys aren't that strong. Don't have much to worry about. Just take a little bit of damage. Again, always be rolling. ABR. But that key we picked up, the basement key, that is the key that opens up the locked door on the other side of the bridge. So, we could go open that up if we wanted to right now and head down there. Ooh, and a mystery key. Let's take a look at these real quick, shall we? So the basement key, right here, opens the narrow passage leading below to the far face of the Great Bridge in the Undead Burg. The lower Undead Burg is a treacherous place. Do not turn your back on the wily thieves or the wild dogs who serve the Capra Demon. Capra Demon is a boss down there we have to fight. The mystery key. The purpose of this key is unknown. It appears to be a basic prison cell key. I actually think I know where that might go. We'll talk about it when we get to it. So we'll climb up here. Again, just be ready. to fight. And we have an item out on a ledge. Now, I wouldn't call this platforming, but it's about as close as it gets in Dark Souls, and it is just as harrowing as anything else in the game. Because, oh my goodness, you feel like you're going to die. Let's grab this. Well, that was hardly worth it. Get turned around here. Luckily, they're pretty forgiving with these beams. Head on over this way. There we go. Another ladder to go up. More barrels for breaking. Always fun. Breaking the barrels. And a fog door. Let's go ahead and heal up before we go through it. What do we got? Yeah, can't see anything. There we go. Alright, so we are up above where the big was. The big pig was right there. There's where we kind of came in. There's that tower with that tough enemy on it we're going to fight a little bit later. And that means we are coming around. Let's see where things go here. Got a guy up there. Passageway there. Top-notch commentary for me today. Let's go ahead and just let him get wrecked, boy. Oh, we're going to get wrecked instead. There we go. Nothing here. You can see that over there is the lever we pulled to raise and lower that portcullis. Let's swing back this way just for a second. Alright, that's where we came in. That's him. Okay, I think this just loops around. Oh, yeah, that's what it does. Okay, no biggie. Is this guy gonna follow us? No, I don't think he is. Alright, we're gonna go back this way one more time. We're gonna go down here first because there's a shield out there, if I remember correctly. So this is one of the Balder Knights. They have a pretty cool set of armor. I really like the way it looks. If we can get a set, we'll probably wear it. And they have, S-Docks. So you want to be careful because they can parry you. So it is one thing to watch out for. So don't just go swinging wildly at them, especially the ones that have the bucklers like this guy here. So we're going to do, it's kind of hard to get around this guy. We're just going to block and stab. Block. Watch out for the jump back. Block and stab. And one more block and stab, a little B and S. There we go. They're not extremely dangerous. Do you hear that? Someone has rung the bell. That's a cool thing in Dark Souls. I'll talk about the Knight in a second here. In Dark Souls, if you're in this area and you're online and somebody else beats the main boss of this area and rings the bell that we're headed up to try and ring, you hear it in your game, which is really neat. So just a little bit of multiplayer touch they added in that was kind of cool. So again, the Balder Knights, as long as you don't fight a bunch of them at once, they're not too dangerous. Just be careful, they can parry. So out here, we have the Knight Shield. If we take a look at that guy, not too bad. You can see the scaling is, it says it's worse, but it's actually the same. Physical 100% protection, but you can see that it has a little bit better magic, but not as good fire and lightning resistance, especially not the fire resistance. So we're going to stick with what we've got equipped here. and head back around to where the other ones were. Go ahead and top ourselves off. Faith builds. The easy man's Dark Souls. So down here, we've got this guy just kind of chilling out, waiting to cause a problem if you run past him. Oh no! Okay. So there's a Boulder Knight here. Balder Knight. We're going to have to fight him. Again, just be careful about swinging wildly and you'll be fine. Some of their attacks, they can jump back after, so if you have a big attack that has a good reach, like our thrust attack, use that instead. Grab this guy's helm. Always just kind of keep an eye out on your surroundings. Don't run around corners without having your shield up, without being careful. Okay. So here, this walkway is looking down on this area, which is where that portcullis is. I'm going to grab that item over there. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a tough enemy in here, and I don't want him to activate. So if he does, you might get to watch me die. Let's see if we can see him from far away. There he is. He's a Black Knight. We're going to fight him eventually, but I don't want to fight him just yet. I want to grab the halberd. Ooh, what's this say? I'm pretty sure that's a lie. This is the other thing with Dark Souls. People will lie to you all the time. There are a couple fake walls in the game. In the online messages can help you find those. But sometimes they like to just put messages down to mess with you and make you think there's something there. So we're going to go across here. Somebody probably says praise the sun. Got a couple regular hollows to fight. Nothing we haven't fought before. Hey, buddy. Titanite shard. Awesome. That is actually great because we are almost to somebody we're going to be able to use those with. So this is the other side of the church. And we saw that Black Knight in. This church is actually where the first bell is that we need to ring. We are very close to the boss. We're going to run down here first, though. And hear that noise? That's another blacksmith. Let's run down these stairs. We have a lovely bonfire. Off in the distance, you have Senes Fortress. And down below, we have a blacksmith hammer that we can hear ringing out. We're going to go talk to a couple NPCs real quick. And then we'll finish out the episode. So first, over here by the fortress, we can't get in. You can see the gates are closed. But if you look... Oh, nope, you can't see the chains from here. So the gates are closed. We can't get in, no matter how hard we try. But we do have somebody over here to talk to, the Onion Knight. What's up, buddy? Indeed.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Still closed. Still closed.
I think that's all he says.
Still closed.
Yep.
Still closed.
So that's Sigmar of Katarina, the Onion Knight. He has the cool Onion Knight armor, which is kind of neat. And we'll meet him a couple times in this playthrough. He's kind of the knight who's not very good. It's like everywhere you go, he's kind of there, but doing a crappy job. So, we're going to head back this way. And we're going to walk down below. And down here is our buddy Andre. Andre is my favorite smith of all the smiths in the game. Later on, when we get our upgrade equipment, we're probably going to give most of it to him, just because I think he's cool. And from what I understand, he made it into the newest game, which was kind of cool too. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
So he is the same as the other smith. He can modify our equipment or reinforce our weapons. See here where it says special ember required? We're going to find things like a divine ember, a fire ember, that'll let him change our weapons into magic weapons if we want. We can reinforce our weapons. So again, Astora's straight sword. We have that twinkling titanite from the crystal lizard we got a few episodes ago, or maybe just one episode ago. And we could use that to upgrade this if we wanted to. Cost 2,000 souls and 1 twinkling titanite. We could upgrade some of these long swords and short swords we've picked up, or even this halberd if we wanted to. So, what we can do is use him to upgrade our equipment. We'll be doing that in a little bit. The other thing we can do is we can purchase items, and you'll see that he sells titanite shards. So you can use titanite to upgrade any weapon to +5. Regular weapons, through use of titanite shards, chunks, and slabs, you can go up to, I believe, +15 on those weapons. And twinkling titanite, which again we need for the magic weapons to upgrade, we can pick up as well later on. Upgrading the weapons greatly increases stats and things like that. He also sells a weaponsmith box, so you could upgrade your weapons yourself at your bonfire. Same for your armor. And he sells the Crest of Artorias. We're going to need the Crest of Artorias later. We're going to be buying it from him, but we don't need it right now. He sells a large number of weapons as well. So, if you wanted, for example, to pick up the broadsword as opposed to a longsword, or you wanted to pick up any of these other weapons, including the war pick, some people like that, he's got quite a few here, along with some other shields if you hadn't picked up the other 100% physical resist shield like we have already. These are both pretty much exactly the same as far as shields go. Other than that, let's talk to him a little bit. Oh, he can teach us a gesture. Yay! He taught us hurrah. Awesome. Let's talk to him a little bit.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone. The nice thing about weapons, they never betray you, so pay them a little respect, eh?
Huh.
There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension. Reinforcement is simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
Huh.
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well. You can forge armor, just forging whether you but no
All right.
whatever.
So that's his dialogue. We can also purchase from him. I forgot. I think he sells some armor as well. No, he doesn't. I'm an idiot today. He does not sell any armor. So,
I'll be seeing you then.
we'll be
Be
seeing you
careful.
too, Andre. Now, out this way, we're not going to draw its ire, but there is a demon. Ah! And beyond that demon, I believe more of the Darkroot Basin. So we got a couple ways to get into there. Well, we made some good progress. I'm going to go ahead and end the episode there. Think about our leveling and gear options. And when we return, we're going to check out the church and we're going to fight that Black Knight. So we'll be doing that on the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, we hope to see you soon.